guys, today I'm going to be attempting to draw Pokemon as anime characters. Yes, I know, this is weird, but it was highly requested. You guys have requested this multiple times, so I decided to pick some Pokemon that sounded fun to me and also had you guys vote on the very last Pokemon I drew. This Pokemon here is Mega Mawile. Mawile is, if that's how you say her name. I always thought this Pokemon looked really interesting, having like a little girl Pokemon, but then this giant monster hair on the back. I always thought it looked really cool, so I really wanted to try drawing her as a human, but drawing her as an anime human was difficult. I assumed I wanted to give her like samurai pants, since her Pokemon, as you can see in the bottom left, has some sort of pants. I would assume, well, it's a Pokemon, so I'm pretty sure those aren't pants, but they look like samurai pants, so that's what I went with. And her hair, oh my goodness, her hair is like two giant monsters, and I was unsure how to go about that. So I did my very best, and I hope you guys like it, and you guys have to let me know if this looks anything like the character at all. I was trying to make it look like her, but I was unsure how to go about it. Her hair also has these two long strands on the side, as well as the monsters, and since this picture has her very small in the corner, I was confused with what the front of her looked like, and I did look up some pictures of her, but I was still rather confused, but I ended up giving her bangs. As you can see here, I started off with her face, and her pose took me quite a while, and there's going to be lots of skipping. Expect lots and lots of skipping in this video, because her pose took me forever to figure out what I was doing. I gave her some bangs because on her face, you can see that her hair had like a black on top, and then like pointed up, but you can't see that in this picture because it was the only picture I could find of her that was like an official drawing of her, I suppose. And I was really confused how to draw Mawile. I did not know what I was doing. And for her clothes, you can see she looks like she has sleeves. She looks like she's wearing some sort of Japanese outfit. That's what I thought she looked like she was wearing, but I was unsure, so I kind of just went with what I thought. I thought of a Japanese outfit, so I went with like a Japanese sort of samurai looking clothes. And I also gave her a fan because I thought that looked cute. And it just kind of fit the setting, but you know, it really has nothing to do with anything, and it's not even on her character, so it really makes no sense that she has a fan, but that's what I wanted to draw. She has these two really long strands of hair, as you can see, that I'm trying to draw on her character. And so I just kind of drew two long braid, like ponytails of hair, and that's what I did. And oh my goodness, trying to draw the monsters. Trying to draw those monsters as hair. It was impossible. It's going to look rather odd, and I was unsure how to go about it. One of them I had the mouth open with the teeth showing. The other one I had the mouth closed with the teeth showing. I wanted to make them both look different and from different angles, but that's supposed to be her hair. That's what the Pokemon looks like. Just look at the Pokemon. I'm trying to figure out how you would make that into a human. So I also made it it's her hair, but her hair is a monster. That's what I did. I was also confused about what skin tones to use, but then I just went with whatever. I was so confused about, especially Mawile. She was probably the most confusing out of everyone, to be honest. So after this one, hopefully they'll start looking a little bit more like the people. I mean, hopefully. I was also live streaming one of them, so I was wondering if you guys would like to see more live streams and what to do next. I have no idea what I should draw next. Some people were requesting Steven Universe. Other people were requesting things like Mario, stuff like that. Though that sounds very difficult. Mario is an anime character. That would be weird. So, Pokemon. Okay, Mawile, I forget what set she was out in. But I'm thinking I didn't know she had a Mega Evolve. To be honest, I had no idea. When did she get a Mega? I know the Megas are more new, but I didn't know Mawile had one. And it looks really cool. I only learned that recently. We're all done with her, and now we're moving on to Gardevoir. But this is the Mega Gardevoir, kind of like we did Mawile. We're doing now Mega Gardevoir. Well, I did this on a live stream, so there's going to be lots of extra skips because I kept pausing to read the comments. And for her, I was kind of confused how I wanted to go about it. I know her Pokemon looks like it has a dress, but it also looks like she has rather large eyes. So I tried to make her eyes large and then ended up making them a little bit smaller later on. I was unsure how to go about that, but she was probably one of the easiest. I would say she's the easiest to draw simply because you can see that her Pokemon has some hair already, and you can see she's wearing a dress, so it was a lot easier to figure out how to draw her than all the other Pokemon that didn't look quite like humans. they didn't look like humans, but she did, so it was a lot easier to work from there. Though her having just that dress, I was unsure what to do about it, so I just kind of made a bunch of frills. I kept making a bunch of frills and puffs, and then just hooked it together, and like, oh, I guess I'm done now. So the dress is very fluffy. It's very fluffy, and I also made her look rather skinny because her Pokemon is very tiny, as you can see. She has very little waist. So here's me drawing all those frills. Took me forever. The people watching the live stream, I'm sure they were crying on the inside, like, why do I have to watch you do this? It took forever. I was so slow. Okay, so she has red eyes. I'm pretty sure most of the Pokemon have red eyes. Mawile, though. Mawile had pink eyes, if I remember right. Pink or purple, something like that. But the last two Pokemon all have red eyes. I remember most of the Pokemon had red eyes in the series, if I remember from, like, back in the old Pokemon show we used to watch as kids. Most of the eyes were red. Also, I realized that this character looks a lot like Saria. Is that how you say names? Saria? I'm not sure how you say it. From The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It looks a lot like her. The short green hair and the elf ears. I gave her elf ears because she has that really pointed thing on the side of her head, as you can see. I wasn't sure what to do about that. And also, she has that red spike on her chest, torso area. And I wasn't sure what to do about that. So I ended up just making the dress red in a spot instead of, I was going to at first put a bow on the front of her dress because someone in the live stream said, oh, well, maybe that would work. Maybe that would work as something that would look like a big red point. But I ended up just making the dress red because I was so confused as to what to do. So I made the top of the dress red, as you see there. And then I just worked on the frills, and the frills were really easy, and the dress was easy to color and shade because it was just white, and there was no hard colors to do. It was pretty simple. And we're already almost done with her. So Mega Gardevoir did not take very long. I wanted to do her because those were the two Pokemon I really wanted to do, with Mawile and Gardevoir. And now we're working on Umbreon. Umbreon was the one you guys voted on. I was expecting to draw Pikachu. Okay, I thought Pikachu was for sure going to be the vote. In the live stream, I told you guys to vote on who to draw next, and you guys were all saying Umbreon. A few people said Mew, and a few other people said other Pokemon. But Umbreon had the major landslide vote, okay? I mean, like, everyone wanted Umbreon. I wasn't sure why. Maybe a lot of people like Umbreon, or they're just following each other. Who knows? But Umbreon was the vote. And a lot of other EVs were also voted on, like Sylveon. Sylveon sounded fun. But also, I told everyone that I was going to make the third one a dude, and no matter what Pokemon they chose, unless the Pokemon was Jinx, that wouldn't work out very well. But still, I decided to make Umbreon a guy. Normally, I would think when I see EVs, I would think of a girl. I'm not sure why. They look kind of feminine, I suppose. But I tried to make Umbreon a man. And I was unsure how to go about that. I wanted him to still have the creepy dog-like look with like the pointed triangle-ish oval eyes. So I still tried to add that to his character even though he's human. So if that looks kind of creepy, I'm sorry, but that's what I was aiming for. So making Umbreon a dude, that was difficult, mostly because Umbreon is a dog. As you can see, Umbreon is just a little dog with little yellow circles on him, with red eyes. And these big ears, and I didn't know how to make that human, so instead of giving him big ears, I decided to give him just long strands of hair. The long strands of hair will, well, look like the ears, I suppose. So that's what I was aiming for. You have to let me know if that was a good idea or a very, very bad idea, because I was unsure how to make a dog a human. Kind of like when I tried to do Boris. When I tried to draw Boris, it kind of just looked not like them at all. So hopefully this will actually look like Umbreon when I'm finished. Hopefully. I was really confused on how to go about the hair, so I kept changing it. As you can tell, I kept erasing things. And here I'm just now going to shade his pants. And his outfit is completely black and grays. It's just black and grays all over the place because I did not know how to do this. The dog is just black. The dog is black with yellow little circles, and how am I supposed to make that a human? How? It's like impossible. So I just gave him a suit, and I made most of it dark, and then I made the undershirt a yellow because I thought maybe that'll tell you the yellow-black color scheme going on with Umbreon. I did not know what I was doing, but I would actually enjoy drawing more Pokemon as anime. It was actually really fun. It was fun to try it. It's very difficult and a very hard challenge because how do you draw an animal to look like a person? It's really hard, but I had so much fun attempting it anyway. See, right here I'm making his hair have a yellow line through it because, as you can see, his ears, the dog's, it's a he because, yeah, you get the point. Okay, well, we're done. We're finally finished. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I was mumbling like a ton. I'm sorry. Let me know other things I can draw like this, and make sure you vote in the poll and tell me which one of these drawings you think is the best, if any at all. Thank you guys so much for watching.